Hello, hello. Just making sure I have everything. Okay, this is what we're going to talk about. Small commissions. What does small commissions mean? Frustration, wanting to give up, not worth your time. The last thing I want you to do when you are, especially if you're starting a business, you know, starting, continuing, whatever, the last thing I want you to do is make small commissions. I don't want that for you. So let's have a honest conversation and put a yes in the chat if you've ever tried to make money online and you felt like you were working hard but not earning what you think that you should have earned based on the time that you were putting in. Because I'm actually going to say something that might even shock you. And if I'm looking around, it's because I have TikTok, I have YouTube, and I have this. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do with it. Um, Anyone that's jumping on, have you ever felt like this? Oh, you know what? I think for TikTok, this is backwards, isn't it? Let me flip it. No, don't want to do that. I want to mirror. There we go. TikTok, that's probably better for you. Okay. So here's the thing, most people don't fail online because they're lazy. It's not that they're not trying to make a business work. It's unfortunately they're just maybe not in the right business model as far as mathematics is concerned. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I actually put out a video, like a condensed version of this video that will go live tonight at around 9 o'clock. So what I want to do is kind of break down actual numbers. Let's start with a goal. And then what I want to do is break down actual numbers of how many sales it could take for you to get to that specific goal, right? Because obviously we're doing an online business to make money, right? And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I don't want you to waste your time. I know you're busy. I know you have a family to take care of. And I know that you have probably a full-time job, just like me. And I'm going over these numbers is because I don't want you to waste time like I did. I spent years on the wrong opportunity, I guess you could say. Sacrificed time with my family. Is it snowing again? Sorry, we just got like 10 inches of snow and it looked like it was literally snowing again. But I don't want you to waste your time on the wrong opportunity. If you could work the same amount of effort making more money, why wouldn't you want to do that, right? So hopefully today's video will give you a sense of relief. Maybe it will even maybe shock your system because maybe you didn't realize that maybe the opportunity that you're in right now doesn't align with your goals, right? So let's just say that we have a goal of $5,000 a month. Who put a 1 in the chat if one day you'd like to be earning $5,000 a month? So here's the thing, and this is what I did wrong. I did this for years. I was selling a $50 product and I was making, I think it was 30%. So every sale that I made $15. Made $15. And the cool thing is it was residual, right? So that's cool. So as long as they kept paying every month, that's what I would get every month. But in order for me to make $5,000, I would have got my little calculator here. I'd have to make 333 sales every single month and then hope that people wouldn't quit. Because if they quit, then obviously I'd have to go out and generate another sale. And I didn't want to have to do that because that's a lot of work, especially years ago. A little easier now that we have all this technology and social media. So instead of making that $15 for every $50, what if we made 100% of the sale? So what if instead of earning $15, we earned 50? So now, when you look at it that way, how many sales would we need? About 50 equals. We would need, so how many $50 sales do we need to make $500 or $5,000? We would need 100 sales. Now that's definitely a lot better, right? Definitely a lot better. Sounds a little bit more realistic. But again, let's do the math. If you wanted to do and get 100 sales, how many sales is that every single day? That's 3 sales. You'd have to get 3 sales a day. And for a lot of us, especially starting out, that could be a lot. That's a lot of work. So the first thing that I learned was this over here wasn't working for me because the company that I was in, I was one of the top 10 salesperson in the entire company. And as embarrassed as I am to say it, I wasn't even making this amount of money because they had to pay the $50 every single month, and a lot of people didn't want to do that. So that really stunk. So if you want to succeed online, what you want to do is, number one, choose a product that is in high demand, one that people are searching for, and one that is online friendly. And I'll get back to this in a second. So here's the thing. If you want to build a business online, doesn't it make sense to promote a product or service that can be transferred online, right? Maybe it's a digital product, so you can send the product through an email. Maybe it's a coaching. Maybe you're launching a community. You can do all of that online. See, now what a lot of people do is they make the mistake of promoting a product that it's a physical product. Unless you're going to become like an Amazon, like your business is Amazon, I don't recommend you selling a physical product because then people there's a lot of overhead in that, right? Because there's shipping costs, there's returns, there's just a lot of headaches. And the number one reason is it's not a worldwide business. If you want to make a good amount of money online, why not have a business that is open up to the entire world? Why limit yourself just in the country that you are in? And I see a lot of people making that mistake. Another mistake that I made as well. I was with a company that we only dealt with the United States. And not only that, we only dealt with 10, I think it was 10 states in the United States, which, anyway, not a smart move on my part by any means. So, number one, pick a product that is in high demand and one that is a digital product. Forbes has named social media marketing one of the number one most uh, in demand skills and jobs. And it has been for the last 3 years, and it will continue to go upwards. So if you want to learn a skill that is in high demand, you definitely want to learn social media marketing. So let's go back to the numbers here, right? How do we make these numbers look just a little bit better? So I don't have an eraser. Well, I do. I just don't know where it is. So we want to make $500 or $5,000 a month, right? So how much better would it look if we sold a product that was $100? So if we sold a $500 product. No, wait, I meant, sorry. $100 product. That's 50 sales. So we're getting better, right? Because 50 sales is a little bit more realistic than what we had before, which was 333. So 50 sales is what, 1.5 sales every single month. So let's make it a little better. If we, hold on, I didn't do that right. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. So let's say we sell a product that's $300. So let's see, divided by 300, 16 sales per month. Now we're talking, because this is only a half a sale every single week, or every single day, half a sale every single day. Isn't that more manageable? And let's take it a step further. What if we sold a product that was $600? $600 is 8 sales a month. So now we're talking, what's that? A couple sales every single week. Yeah, 2 sales a week. Pretty doable, right? Now, if we have a $900, that's 5 to 6 sales a month. That's 1 to 2 sales every single week. Now, we're going to take it a step further, and maybe we sell a $1,400 product. That's 3 to 4 sales a month, which is what? 1 sale a week. In fact, 1 sale every single week is $5,600 a month. Doesn't this make more sense than, trying to make the 333 sales, right? Sorry, I had to check TikTok real quick. Let me know if that makes sense, whether you're on YouTube or TikTok. But there's a catch to all of this, right? And that is, it definitely sounds doable. Like one sale a week just sounds doable, right? But the catch is you need an audience first. And most people quit even before they ever take any take any action. And because the reality is a lot of programs out there don't teach you the marketing part. Like they get you all excited about promoting a product or a service. They get you so hyped up. But then when it comes to actual marketing, they don't teach you what you have to do. They don't teach you what you should be doing. And that causes so many people to fail. And the last thing I don't want you to fail. So let me know in the comments who has a product to sell, but maybe you're just struggling with the marketing part of it. Because that was me for so many years. Ideally, what you want to do is pick a program that not only is selling a product that is in high demand, but you want to make sure that you get that mentorship. Because if you are absolutely serious about you wanting your business income to replace your full-time job income, you have to learn skills. You have to learn marketing skills. And with social media, the way that it is today, it's easier than ever. Now, unfortunately, with TikTok, because they just got sold, social media is some people are getting 0 views on some videos, and it's just kind of a little weird right now. But it'll sort itself out. So yeah, of course, social media, you're going to have your hiccups, right? But the fact that we can promote anything that we want on a free platform blows my mind. The fact that we can have an online business with 0 marketing expenses. And if you currently have marketing expenses, maybe you're paying for ads or some other tools, I'm here to tell you, you do not need to do that. In fact, if you are brand new in this business, do not pay for ads. Number one, ads actually convert less than social media posts. And it's just because when you post on social media, you're showing yourself, you're showing your face, you're showing who you are. Whereas if you are paying for ads, you're kind of like not showing your face. And unless you have a huge ad budget, I recommend not doing ads because that's going to eat into your profit. And if you're starting out, you don't want to eat into the profit that you don't have yet, right? You don't want to spend more money in your business every single month than what you are making. Because again, I've done that for years. And, it takes a lot of sacrifice to build a business. You're going to spend you're going to spend a lot of energy. You're going to spend a lot of time away from your friends and family, or, your friends and family, right? Why not make it worth your time? Why not build a business that is going to pay you enough to be able for it to be worth your time? Now, if you've never done anything like this before, then like I was saying earlier, you have to learn a skill set. You have to be coachable. And what's so cool about our program is it's not just a course, right? It's not just a course that's going to be outdated in a few months. You want to get involved with a program that is always current on social media trends. Because if you don't keep up with social media, then just because you're making sales today doesn't mean the sales are going to continue to keep coming in. So put a 1 in the chat if this is starting to make sense. And so if you are interested in plugging into a system, maybe you don't have a product to sell, and that's totally cool. Maybe you're selling a product, but maybe it's one that you have to ship. I'm not saying that you should stop just selling that by any means. You should definitely keep selling it. All I'm saying is that product is not going to pay your monthly bills, because there are better products out there with a higher income potential. Because again, would you rather, if you work 10 hours a week, would you rather make $500 for those 10 hours, or would you rather make $5,000? Right? So you kind of have to look at it that way. One thing that I love about this program is people are seeing success. People over 50 are seeing success with this. And I've never seen a program that caters to older individuals. And the reason why it caters to them is there's no tech setup. Because a lot of things that stops people from launching a business is creating websites. It's creating all the tools that you need from scratch. We give you everything that you need to succeed. The only thing you have to focus on is marketing. Now, what does marketing look like? What is the 2-hour workday? What does that look like? Well, you can post videos on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, your social media platform of choice. And depending on the platform that you choose, we'll just use TikTok, for example. All you need to do is post 3 videos a day. They can be anywhere from 7 seconds all the way up to 90 seconds. We teach you what to say, and we show you how to use tools like ChatGPT, which is free, on how to create content that is in your voice, which I think is absolutely cool. Because it takes the, I don't know what kind of video to do today. All you have to do is ask ChatGPT, and it can help you create a script for you. So if you can post 3 small, short videos a day, and you don't have to show your face, we actually have a course that shows you how to do this completely faceless. And what's so freaking cool is you can do that during your lunch break at work, right? Because I know for me, it's like when I come home from work, I'd have to handle the kids or drive them places or whatever. And it's exhausting, right? Especially when I go into the office. I'm exhausted when I come home. So what works for me is creating my short videos during my lunch break. And what's cool is you can build this business in the free pockets of your day. So there are some days when I'm working from home, I work my business for maybe just 30 minutes before I log into work. And then if I work during my lunch break, that's 90 minutes that I've already worked my business, and it's not even the end of the workday for me. And just like anything else, when you start something new, it's going to take time to get used to. Think of the first job that you had. Did you know all the answers your first day of work? Probably not. But here's the thing, just like a job, the more you dive into the training, the better you're going to get at marketing. And I can promise you, when you get that first sale, the relief, the confidence builder of getting that first sale is huge. Absolutely huge. You literally think that you are unstoppable, which I think with all the negativity in the world nowadays and jobs have low morale, if you can just get just a little piece of positivity, that could literally change your life. And, I think of this business as this, especially if you're a little older like me, you thinking about retirement, but you have, your kids' college that you want to help pay for, and then there's medical expenses and stuff like that. I think of this as my job salary is my today's expenses, right? But my business salary is my future, my retirement, my paying for college, stuff like that. That's how I look at it. Now, there are a lot of people out there that are like, oh, I want to quit my job tomorrow. I want to retire tomorrow. So once I get my business up to a certain point, then, I'm going to quit my job. And that's totally cool. I guess what I'm saying is no matter how you think of this is okay. Just because you have a business doesn't mean that you have to quit your full-time job. Like, I actually like my full-time job. Probably rare to say. I mean, will I always like it? Probably not, which is one of the reasons why I have this business in my back pocket. Because maybe there comes a time that I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. And I think it's important to have that distinction because, like I said, there's so many people out there that, they think that just because you have a business means that you have to quit your full-time job. And that's not the case. Your business is your business. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, you stick to it. Now, if you haven't already, if you want to get info on the program that I recommend for beginners, if you've never done this before. So typically we have 3 kinds of buyers. Number one, if you have a brick and mortar business that you need foot traffic to and you want to promote your business on social media, this is for you. Number two, if you have a product or a service that you want to promote, we're going to teach you how to do that. So this is for you as well. Now, the third type of person is, and this is most popular, is someone that they want to make money online, but they don't know what to sell and they don't know how to sell it. We're going to give you the product to sell. We're going to give you the training so you learn how to sell it. Because we want you in profit mode. So if you want information on the masterclass, because what's going to happen is if you click on the link that you see around this video, put in your email address, you're going to be presented just with a short video. It's like 10 minutes. It'll explain the business. And then in the meantime, I'm going to be sending you an email. It'll have a link to a masterclass, which is a little longer. It's about an hour or so. And that really goes in detail of the program. And you just want to see if it makes sense for you. If it does, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. At least it gives you an idea of what is out there, and it's going to teach you what to look for maximum profit. So if you haven't already, click on the link in this video, and also this, once you get the email from me. If you have any questions, obviously reply to the email and I will answer your question. So thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate your time, and I am going to head out, and I will talk to you all soon.